Hey, good morning, everybody. Just a quick video today. I have obviously been spending a lot more time on YouTube because of, well, my involvement and my wife's involvement now with our channel, and it's been so much fun. And man, have we met a lot of great people. Had no idea that YouTube could be this fun. I always just did it for, I don't know how to fix that, so I'm sure somebody else has done it, and they have. And I pick and choose what I see and decide the best way for me to do it. But anyways, what my real purpose here today is just a real quick message. I see so many videos, of course, on the virus because we're all consumed by the virus. It's a bad thing. There's no two ways about it. But you know, I just watched a video from a lady that was basically saying, keep the drama out of your life. Don't watch the news. I mean, you need to watch it to a certain degree, right? But you got to remember that same as before this, you know, the news can drive fear. The news can drive anxiety through the roof. You need to stay informed, but you have to don't overload. We live in a society right now of complete information overload. What's true, what isn't? We don't really know. So that being said, limit your intake. Stay informed as much as you feel you need to. That doesn't mean 4 times a day. It's out there. It's spreading. They're working on a vaccine, and who knows how long that'll be. I've heard projections of up to a year or whatever, but I had the fortunate, sometimes misfortunate, if you want to consider how much information you want, thing in my life of my mother have been one of the heads of infection control in this province. So kind of get the inside scoop on stuff when I was younger, and she's still very, my mother's 89 years old and still kicking well and living in her own home. Amazing lady, but she still has her head around stuff like this. And so I listen to my mom. We should all listen to your mom, but that's what she did for a living. So I'm not going to sit here and preach to you about it and say, oh, this is what my mom said. Well, everybody's got their own sources of information, but I trust my mother, and that's what she did professionally, was infection control. So I have a pretty good idea how this is going to play out. All I want everybody to do today is turn a negative into a positive. We are tired people. We work hard for our money and to put food on the table and clothes on the kids and collars on the dog, whatever you have going on. And if you're in one of the areas where you have to shelter in for 14 days, we don't have that in Canada here yet. We have self-quarantine, but we have nobody's locked down anywhere yet. Not in this province anyway. So you have time to do some things that you wanted to do. And I'll give you an example. There's an example right there. Hey, Tucker, do you want a bath? He's going to ignore me. He's sound asleep. Tucker's 15 years old, so he actually does hear like a bat. He just doesn't see quite so good. So anyways, this is what I'm talking about. These little people, they need haircuts and stuff. And I'm going to get a whole lot of people in trouble for this, but get out the scissors or the clippers that you use for little Tommy and take a run at cutting your dog's hair. And if it doesn't turn out good, which it won't, then it has 14 days to grow back some, and you can brush out the bad spots, and maybe your friends won't notice. But just be careful. Don't cut the little guy, and please don't try to cut their toenails if you haven't done that before. You can really hurt them. But that's just an example. I'm just telling you, do something different. You have time to kill, and even if you're not locked down, it's social distancing anyway. So go sort out the 2200 LPs that you have downstairs in your collection. Listen to some of the ones that, when's the last time you dug out your old Uriah Heep album? And sit down and kick back. If you like to have a drink, make yourself a nice drink and throw the chair back and listen to some music that you haven't listened to for 30 years that brings back these old days that you used to love, right? The glory days, that's what we call them. Play with your kids, play board games, play with your wife. That's what I do because we're empty nesters, so I have to play with my wife. I like to play with my wife. And just turn this negative into a positive. I know you can't be just like whistling zippity-doo-dah all day, every day through this because it is concerning. But boy, you can sure do a lot to make it way better than just sitting here stewing about it. Turn this quarantine that you're in, if you are in one, into time to do something that you haven't done, that you work too hard all the time to put food on the table. Well, now you have time to do something dumb in your garage. So don't blow yourself up. The hospitals are busy. Don't cut your arm off, but go try and overhaul the lawnmower. And if it doesn't work out, we're on YouTube. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to fix that you did. So please, people, just turn a negative into a positive and try to have the best time you can while you're off here. There's plenty of time to worry for the rest of your life, so take advantage of the 14 days you just got off, or 10 days, or whatever it is, and do something productive or fun or ridiculous. Stay safe, everybody.